because it's a class. Okay. Okay. I'm going to share the screen. Okay. 7th house from the Lagna or from any other reference point. We know where what you will look, it's a marital life, a life partner, your life partner, and sex, passion, and related to happiness, whatever it is. Okay. Long journey. Do you remember what is the house for the short journey? Short journey. Like say 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers. Short journey. Yesterday I mentioned 3 times. Anyone?
It's the 3rd house.
Beautiful. Who is this? Beautiful. Vinna ma'am?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Beautiful. 3rd house is the short journey. Okay. 7th house is the bit long journey, 1000 kilometers and 1500. Okay. Let's say 1000 kilometers. Okay. And that's a 7th house. Partners, business, death also. Okay. The portion of the body below the navel, we know that's a private part. I'm going to the next slide. That's the 8th house. 8th house is the longevity. 8th house is the longevity, debts that we are getting a loan or anything. Also the 6th house, also the 8th house. Diseases. Okay. If you don't have a good name, that's also from the 8th house. The money from your family inheritance. Like if someone is coming, sir, can I get my father's or my granddaughters or sorry, grandfather's property? Then you need to look at the 8th house. A loss of friends. Loss of friends. Okay. Occult studies. It's a very good thing. 8th house is the occult studies. Like what you are doing right now is from the 8th house. Occult science. Evils. Okay. Some gifts, that unexpected things. Gift from the 8th house. In Tamil, there is a Podayal name. Podayal, it's a unearned wealth. Like lottery, let's say lottery. You didn't earn anything from that one. Like you didn't put your physical activity towards that one, but you got sudden lucky. That's from the 8th house. Windfall, disgrace, bad names, the secrets. Usually the people are working in CIA or any and they have strong 8th house. Secret and secret societies. Secret societies. The people are talking, Illuminati and other one. It's very famous one. Okay, these are the. It's the 8th house. It indicates 8th house. Genitals. Okay. Also, I call this the anus part, not the genital one. Genital goes to the 7th one actually, but it's from the Shastras. Also, some of the books is very easy. Also, you need to take the 8th house is the anus part. Okay. Longevity, debts, diseases, everything. Okay, from the 8th house. This is the 9th house. 9th house is the father. 9th house indicates the father, your teacher. Here the teacher means it's from the school teacher also, from the like who teaches the knowledge, good knowledge. That's also teacher. Your boss is from the 9th house. Your fortune. It's called Bhagya. If you go for the name of the houses that previously we saw, that's a Bhagya. Bhagya Bhava. That's a fortune. How fortune you are. And what kind of religious you will do, what kind of religious you will follow. These are things from the 9th house. And how good you are in spirituality, you can look at the 9th house. The 9th house is the God. Beautiful. Where you see the God? It's the ninth house because teacher is there, God is there, Father is there, spirituality is there, higher studies. Ninth house is the higher studies after the 12th standard. Let's say bachelor degrees. From bachelor degrees, you can until the masters. Okay. Then I will come to the point where you will see the PhD. Okay, higher studies. What is the basic studies? Which house we need to look for the basic studies? For someone comes to you and asking, okay, my son is studying ninth or below the 10th, okay, and he's not doing well. Which house you will look into it?
Fifth house.
First house? No.
No, fifth house, sir.
Fifth
Number
house,
5.
huh? No, not
Ah.
no, not fifth house. No.
Fourth house.
Fourth house. Very good, Shashanki. Fourth house is the basic study, like from mother to the 10th standard. Fourth house. Then the ninth house is the higher studies. Higher knowledge also from there. If someone is going foreign land, you can look at this chart and see how fortunate they will be in the foreign land. Seventh house is the long journey visa. Foreign land is the ninth house. Remember this one. Short journey from the third house. Little bit further, like 1,000 kilometers is the seventh house. I'm not giving like exactly 1,000 kilometers. You need to bring your intuition there. You need to bring your things. Okay. Short journey very close by is at the third house. Long journey is the seventh house. Foreign land, one land to other land country is the ninth house. If someone goes to the trips also, like someone want to visit the America or seven wonders, okay, then you need to look at the ninth house. And if someone is getting the diksha means initiation. Diksha, Upadesha is different houses. Upadesha is different. Upadesha, that's a different house. Okay, it's a diksha. I'm into some practices. Okay, I got some dikshas. It's a diksha from your Gurunatha. That the Gurunatha will guide you to some path, like take Shiva path or Shakti path. We saw in the Bhakti rules, okay, maybe in the yoga path, and he will initiate you there. Then you need to look at the ninth house. Past life is from the ninth house. Purva Punya, the word Purva Punya is from the fifth house also. The past life, the Purva Punya is the deeds we got from the fifth house. You can see from the fifth house. You look at the ninth house, you see what kind of past life you have been through. And the cause of birth, why you born here, also you can see from the ninth house. Grandchildren. Okay, I will not go for a very detailed. Why grandchildren? Is there is anyone to explain me why is the grandchildren from the ninth house? This is where astrologer
Fifth from fifth.
Acha, who is that? Acha, sixer.
Fifth from fifth, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, fifth is our children. Fifth from fifth is Bhavam of fifth house.
Beautiful, Vijay ma'am, beautiful. You know so many things, but you miss the basic things. Good.
Yes.
Okay, the fifth house we already saw. Fifth house is your children. Yes. Oh my
Yes.
dears, yes, I need some answers from you. So yes, okay. Fifth house is our children. Okay, children's children. Where you will look at into
Fifth house from fifth house.
that is
Ninth house.
very good. That is ninth house. So you see how you need to look at the chart. That's a grandchildren. Principles, if you have any principles that you make. Dharma, it's a very, very important house. You need to remember this word, dharma. Dharma is righteousness. Each and every person has their own dharma. If we are Kids, of course, we are kids for our parents. We need to take care of our parents. If you cannot do right now, maybe if they passed away, you need to do it for your duty. Dharma is your duty. If I'm teaching you here, I'm teaching you here. My duty is to give the knowledge in proper way. In Satya, that is my duty. Okay, if you have a kids, then you must take care of the kid. That's your duty. What is your duty here in this class? What is your duty?
Obedient student, right?
Okay, you can scold me also. I don't care about this one. But what is your duty here?
To
Learning.
learn.
Acha, learn properly. If you are a student, if you are standing somewhere else to learn something, then you must focus on studies. That's why you are there. Your duty is to learn. That is the dharma. Dharma is not that you are giving some money to some poor and think, okay, I have did some dharma. That is not the dharma at all. And we have the houses. When I complete this this slides, you will see the houses also. And there is a name for the houses also. And 9th house is the main thing to see of dharma. What kind of dharma you will follow. And you can tell if there is a planet in it, you can tell immediately what kind of dharma he will follow. And the planet, one of the planet is not happy at all to stay at the 9th house. Anyone guess what kind? Who is that? There is one planet is not at all happy to sit in the 9th house.
Mercury? Shukra, Venus.
No. Go on till we have only 9 planets. I will say at one point yes. You need to tell. Saturn, no.
Mars.
No.
Rahu?
Yes. Who is that? Why?
Rahu doesn't want to have any discipline. Probably this is my assumption. Rahu doesn't want any discipline or any teacher or
He's a
So-
thief. He's a thief.
he's
If
a thief.
he is
He doesn't want discipline. Yeah.
he's a
basically
thief
the-
and he is a backstabber. He will stab us in the back. Okay. And he doesn't like. Whenever you see the chart, remember this one. Whenever you see the Prashna chart, whenever you see the your chart, whenever you see this one, if the Rahu is in the 9th house, that means he is taking away all your dharma. Then there is a proper way to overcome this. What you will do? That's where the Devi plays. That's where our energy plays. You understand? If the Rahu is in the 9th house, it's called Marana Karakasthana.
So what about Ketu?
Ketu doesn't have a head at all.
So what if he is placed in Dharmasthana?
It doesn't matter. He will give more dharma. Only he will not happy with the relationship with your father and teacher. He will give the detachment. And you need to look other aspects. Where is the 9th lord also? Okay, I forgot to write it down in this slide. You need to take a paper and the pen. I'm giving the important lesson right now. Write it down. Very important.
Okay.
Marana Karakasthana. Marana, M-A-R-A-N-A, Marana. Karaka, K-A-R-A-K-A, Karaka. Sthana is the place. And in English, how do you translate this one? Marana Karakasthana. The planet feels death-like feeling. The planet feels death-like feelings when they are placed here. First house, Shani. And there is a, how do you call this one? If it is in Capricorn or Aquarius, it's okay. Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, and Libra. except this one, but also he will give some kind of trouble there over there, but not that much to compare with other houses. So write down this one only. I will go for the houses. Okay, write down this. First houses, Shani feels Marana Karakasthana. First house, Shani. Shani in the first house. Mercury in the fourth house. Mercury in the fourth house. Okay, Mercury in the fourth house. Venus in the sixth house. Venus in the sixth house. Venus in the sixth house. Mars in the seventh house. Mars in the seventh house. Mars in the seventh house. Moon in the eighth house. Moon, Chandra in the eighth house. Maranakarakasthana. Jupiter, sorry, Rahu in the ninth house. Rahu in the ninth house. Sun in the 12th house. Sun in the 12th house. Sun in the 12th house. Did I miss any planet here?
Jupiter, you said in the 10th house, huh?
No, not the 10th house, ma'am. Jupiter, I missed the Jupiter. Jupiter in the third house. Jupiter in the third house. Jupiter 3 in the third house. Ketu doesn't have a head, so he don't have any Marana Karakastha.
Sir, Jupiter in third house. You
Yes.
have told that ninth house.
No, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I said
Oh, sorry.
sorry, and then I will change it to the Rahu.
Okay, that is Rahu, Jupiter in third house.
I
Okay.
will go again. Okay, from the first house. Probably you write the Jupiter in the last one. Okay. First house is the Saturn. Third house is, you need to look the last line. For the third house is the Jupiter. Fourth house is the Mercury. You need to come again to the first line. Fourth house is the Mercury, and sixth house is the Venus. Seventh is Mars. Eighth is Moon. Ninth is Rahu. 12th is Sun.
So if it's a death-like feeling, does that mean they are in a Nicha position?
They will take the, yeah, no, not the Nicha position. They will take away the characteristic of the house. For example, Shani is what Shani will do. Shani is the karma karaka. He is the person who is holding our karma. Okay, and we know we didn't do any good karma. That's why we born. If he stays in the first house, what is the first house? Our intelligence, our body, okay, our structure, everything. If he stays there and you are giving the property to him to take care of us, but he cannot do that one because he wants to take all our prosperity. That's what the Shani will do. So he will feel like a death-like feeling. What, man, you have done to me?
Okay, so you're saying that, let's say somebody is born in Mesha Lagna.
Yeah. Very worst body they will got. The whole life will be in misery.
No. So what about Tula Lagna?
Tula Lagna, I said 2 Lagnas you need to give consideration because the Tula Lagna is a yoga karaka. He definitely bring the body must be a little bit weaker. Maybe they are lean or they have the bile problem. They must have something. Okay, the body, you need to take care of the body. But other prosperity he must bring because he is the yoga karaka for that house. I will tell what is the yoga karaka in the later session.
So what about Dhanur Lagna?
Definitely he will. Yeah, he will definitely bring because he's the second lord. They must take care of the body.
So you're saying that if Shani is present in Dhanur Lagna,
and then the baby must be suffer a lot when he born there. And if the sunny periods, whenever the sunny periods comes in the sub periods, then he must take care.
He must Oh, the person has to take care of himself.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
He cannot focus on the new things, intelligence. He must be a confused person. He cannot take any decision immediately.
Hmm.
Because that's a brain. It's completely covered with a dark. Shani is a manda.
Hmm. So you're saying when he takes away the properties of the house,
Mhm.
so whatever the Sagittarius house is offering,
Not the
Shani,
houses. That Sagittarius is the lagna. That is what I said. Sagittarius. If the planet, if the sun, Saturn is in the lagna, if it is in the Sagittarius, then he must bring some. He will take away some kind of properties. What is the properties that we learned from the lesson from the first house? The fame. He will take it out. First of all, he will bring the confusion to the brain. Very simple. He will that's the way that you need to think properly to see something. Okay, if you don't have that energy to think, then who will support you? Then the lagnadipati, the owner of that house, is the Jupiter. You need to look at the Jupiter, where he placed, and who you need to take other aspects also, other planets, whoever giving support, who is supporting to that. Ninth house or fifth house, Sun and Mars. Okay, we come to the that point later. Okay, then it's not good. That's a one simple thing. The fourth house is the third house is the Jupiter. Why third house is the Jupiter? I am giving the reason here to understand it. Okay, if you look at the book, they say, okay, Marana Karakasthana, Jupiter is the third house. You cannot ask anyone there. Okay, I'm giving the reason, the proper reason why you need to look through this one. Otherwise, it is we cannot learn properly. What will Jupiter? Jupiter is the princess. He is a kind of child. He wants to play around. Sorry, I'm a mistake. Extremely sorry. I'm talking about Jupiter. I'm thinking about Mercury right now. Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is a Sattvic planet. Jupiter is the Sattvic planet. Completely Sattvic. One of the most beautiful planet in our solar system is the Jupiter. Third house. Tell me about the third house.
Third house is communication. Third house is
creativity.
siblings. Yeah, creativity. Your third house is what else?
it's courage and taking initiative.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yes.
Beautiful, Shashankji. Beautiful. This is the courage. If you don't have courage at all, if you ask someone to sit there, okay, it doesn't have any courage, and then that house is waste. You cannot move on. Jupiter cannot bring courage. He is an intellectual person. He is a wise person. He will give all this. Okay, why you do this one? You need to pray this one. No. Who is a very good there? Is anyone want to? Which planet? Mars. Yeah, someone say Mars is the best. Yeah. Placement for the third. Any Krura Grahas. Okay, any Krura Grahas. Okay,
So,
that's why.
How
Very
about
good. Very good. I said very good. Krura Grahas are very good.
Okay.
If they're in the house, okay, I will give small glimpse about the Rahu. What is the third house also? Okay, they will do the things repetitively. If they go out, they will come back again. That is what Rahu will do. Rahu
Come back
is,
again. What does that mean?
for example, if you are going out from the house, like you are stepping out, then immediately you come back. That means you will miss something. You need to do you do the things repetitively.
Okay.
Okay.
Chamaji, what about Ketu? Is Ketu in any
Ketu
house?
doesn't have a head, sir.
Okay, say it less. Understand. Yeah.
That's why when the bombers, suicide bombers, we call them Ketu. Okay, I will go to this that part laterly, but we come finish this one. Then the fourth one is a Mercury. Mercury, why Mercury? Mercury needs to study there. He don't like it. If you bring someone to study their school, they will cry always. That's what Mercury is. That's simple. Okay, sixth. Why is the Venus sixth?
He likes to enjoy. He doesn't want to be in an enemy's house.
Beautifully explained. But there is something there. There is something very special there in the sixth house.
Tension.
Sorry.
Venus doesn't like tension.
Tension. Oh, there is some very special point in the sixth house. I didn't thought you that there is a very special point there.
Sixth house is about diseases, deaths, and all that, right? And your duties, everyday duties that you perform.
Sixth house is the house of brahmacharya. The
Brahmacharya.
discipline. Sixth house is the house of brahmacharya. Mars
Right,
is
so-
very happy there. Mars is very much happy in the sixth house because somebody, I think, Vijayji, some noise is there. I don't know. If you have
Okay,
any.
sure. I just
Okay.
put on mute. My mobile is buzzing. Yeah.
Okay, Ji. Okay, thank you. Thank you again. Thank you. The sixth house is a discipline. The military person, you can look at the military man, how disciplined they are. That's a Mars. But what will Venus will give to us? What is a Venus? The
He is
pleasure.
completely pleasures.
Yeah, then he's much more happy in the 12th house or in the 7th house. Okay. So then if you ask the Venus to be a discipline, the brahmacharya, he said, what man, what you are doing to me? No, I'm not happy there. I feel like a death-like person. Okay,
So
seventh.
by that
Yeah.
sorry. So by that logic, Mars in the 7th house. 7th house is for the wife and marriage.
Yeah.
Right. So if Mars likes brahmacharya and if he's in the 7th house, he shouldn't like it there. So that is why it is Dhanakara sthana for him.
Not only that one,
So
there is a
it was-
Guja also problem there. If you look at the women's chart or the male chart, if there is a planet in the 7th house, like especially the Mars, Guja dosh, there is a dosha from the Guja dosh will comes from this 7th house also.
So what happens if somebody has Kuja in their 7th house?
Yeah, then there is a lot of rituals they need to follow to pacify the Mars energy.
Oh, is this why they get years ago I saw this in the news. Aishwarya Rai had Mangal Dosh and then she married a tree and then the tree got cut off and then they got her married to Abhishek Bachchan. Is that why?
Yeah.
Okay.
He needs to be widowed. That's it. That's simple.
So
Then
because
she
he
will
will
get married.
take away the property of that house, which is the wife.
Yeah.
Oh, so that
Or
is
husband.
why. Okay, so how come? So I know this one thing. So people of Kuja dosha, they are told that they should marry another person who has Kuja dosha.
That's also true. Yes.
That apparently will get cancelled.
You slap me, I will also slap you. Okay.
So my question is, how is that cancelling it?
Yeah, there is a 5 rules to cancel this one. We go to the cancellation next, but we need to understand why the planet is not happy in the 7th house or 3rd house. There must be a reason. Okay. So if you understand this reason, then it's much easier to look at the charts, and it also looks so beautiful.
Okay.
8th house. What is the 8th house? Why is the moon is the Marana Karaka Sthana in the 8th house? So why?
Moon is a happy planet. It wants everything. 8th house is a death-like scenario, right? Ups and downs. So moon is something like, it wants to be safe, secured. So here it is so much of unpredictability in 8th house because of that.
Okay, 8th house also we saw that's a death. Death house.
Yes,
Yeah,
death
moon
like
doesn't want.
scenarios,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
ups and downs.
death, not serious. Death itself. You see the 8th house. You look at the oil sthana. You look at the oil sthana to see how long they will survive on this planet. That's the 8th house. Okay, and when you meditate, what will happen? When you meditate, what is happening there? When you meditate, Vivian ji, Barry ji. Yes, Shashank ji, go on, please go on.
So when you meditate from a very gross body standpoint, Sthula Sharira standpoint, your metabolism goes down significantly, and then your Ayu increases.
Okay. Why we
It
meditate?
improves your health.
Why we meditate? What is the reason to meditate?
Reason for meditation is for we can have many things to meditate, but mainly to your mind is your mind keeps wandering every time. It is filled with thoughts, so you still your mind, you get into a place to still your mind and then observe your thoughts rather than acting to your thoughts and being confused with your thoughts. You observe your thoughts and then be an observer. Just sit down and look at yourself, look at your thoughts, be an observer, distance yourself from your thoughts. So that is the process that is going on in meditation.
Dhyana in Yoga Shastra, and Patanjali explained very detailedly, very beautifully what is the meaning of dhyana. Okay, and I'm telling you what is the dhyana means, that you are killing your mind. Very simple. We are killing our mind. That's why when you sit for the meditation, it is not easy to be in meditated state for long period. So if you ask your moon to be seated and for the still or to get die there, it's not happy there. That's why 8th house is the Marana Karaka Sthana for the moon, mind. Got the point? No.
Right.
Okay, I'm telling it again. Okay, the mind needs to be happy. If you take away the toys from the children, what they will do? They will cry. So mind needs to be go on, go on, go on. And if it is in the 8th house, that the house is for the death, and the mind will not be happy. It's like a meditative state for them. That's why the transformation happens there. The sudden transformation. 8th house is the occult. You need to bring all the point. The mind is not happy at all to be get died. So he don't want to be die there. That's simple. And we already saw about the 9th house is the dharma, that the duty, and the duty is completely about the God and higher studies and religious thing, about teacher, boss, spirituality. Okay, then if you put the Rahu there, he's a thief there. He's a thief. What he will do? He will take away everything from the 9th house, so he will not be happy. 12th house. Why sun is not happy in the 12th house?
Twelfth house is a loss, right? Sun
Yeah.
doesn't want to be in loss. He's authoritative power. He's the
Okay.
king.
Okay.
He don't want to be in a hidden place. He wants he wants to always be on the stage, or like somebody always being seen. 12th house is loss of your energy, loss of expenditures, loss of first house is you. For say 12th house is loss of your ascendant, right? Like it's opposite to your
What
ascendant.
sun holds?
So sun is for self. He likes to shine. It's the ego. But 12th is the more.
Yeah, main is the soul.
Yeah.
Sun is the karaka for the soul. So the soul doesn't want to be go behind.
Yeah.
Okay. That is the only reason. Yeah, but other reason is apart. It's also good reason that what Vijay said. But sun is the soul, like a moon is the mind. The sun is the soul. The soul cannot be. The sun is not good in the 12th house. Okay. So I didn't take this one. It's the God gift that it came out. Okay. 9th house is the father, teacher, boss. Then I'm going for the 10th house. Very important house.
Okay, before the 10th house, can I ask a quick question?
Yes, Ji, go on, please.
So if there are Maranakaraka sthanas, then there should be houses where these planets like to go to or
Friend's
like to
house,
be.
Ucha. I said party houses, Uchasthana. That is the only thing they are much happy there in the Uchasthana. Ucha. Exaltation position. Exalted. When they are exalted, they are much happy there.
So,
Most happy.
so there is. So in the Maranakaraka sthana, it's a level deeper than Nicha sthana.
Nicha. Yes.
So is it Nicha or is it below Nicha?
No, below Nicha.
Okay, below Nicha. So then what is
The Nicha is a depression. Ucha is
Okay.
exaltation, the party place. Mula Trikona is the office where we will do the duties, office. Friend's place is relaxed. Own houses is relaxed. And when they go for the enemy houses, they are more stressed.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So Maranakaraka is a more destructive place, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
The most
He will
depressed,
destroy
exactly.
that. The planet is not happy there. And whatever he holds, 9th house, 10th house, 12th house, whatever the Karaka for that houses is also be destroyed.
Okay, the Karaka of that planet, right? Like if
Also
Saturn, then the
planet.
Karaka.
No. For example, if there's the 3rd house, take it your 3rd house example. Okay, 3rd house comes for courage. Okay, everything is there. That is the one main reason. And Jupiter, if the Jupiter is the 7th Karaka, Jupiter is the 5th Karaka, then also he is not happy to give for kids and also marriage because he is the 7th Lord there.
So he himself is in a distressed state. So yeah, in a dying state. So he cannot give other prosperity.
From
that he's
that,
supposed to give.
from the Lagna, yeah, supposed to give, he will not give. Then you need to seek for the blessings from the divinity, man, like from Mahavishnu or Mahalakshmi.
Right. So you also talked about Mercury not happy in 4th house. Why is that? Why is he not happy?
If you bring
house?
if you bring the kids to the school, LKG and UKG, they will cry. Why?
Of course, they want to play, right?
Yeah, Mercury
They
is
want
the
to
what?
play.
Yeah, Mercury is the playful guy. It's a prince.
So
If you look at
Mercury
the
is happy. In what place?
Mercury,
Then is happy in which place?
6th house, much happy. Why 6th
6th
house?
house is all about speculation, because of the speculation or duties. It is also dealing with your everyday duties, right?
Where is your Mercury?
My Mercury is in 6th house.
Why? You speak, okay? You speak, you argue. You go for argument.
Yes.
You like argument. You go for logic.
Yes.
6th
Too
house.
much of logic.
Yeah, 6th house is the argument house. Okay, he brings the also in the Kala Purusha, in from the Aries, that is the Kala Purusha we call Mahavishnu. 6th house goes for the Mercury, and he owns the Ucha there. He's happy there. Also, he's much happy. He's in the office, own office. So he's Ucha there. Also, he's exalted in the Virgo. Also, he's Mula Trikona in the Virgo. Why did I ask you? Where is your Mercury? Even though we saw the chart, believe me, I don't remember that one. That's apart this one. But when you look at the person, you can tell what kind of quality they will hold by just talking with them. That's enough. So he's much happy in the 6th house.
Right.
Okay. Anyone?
So similarly, like there could be some exceptions, like Mercury in 4th house Virgo, Venus in 6th house in Libra or Pisces, right? So
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Exceptions.
There is no exception there, ma'am. They said they will definitely destroy this one. And Tula Rasi, take the Rishabha Rasi, Lagnadipati in the 6th house. Okay. Then he has two characteristics. that probably he will destroy the happiness of the partnership, that karakatva, the marriage thing. But he will take care of the body.
So you said something about the other lords. So because of the Maranakaraka Sthana,
Mhm.
the consequent, the subsequent houses will also get destroyed. Can you repeat that?
Okay. First of all, the planet has some energies. Okay. And if you take one lagna and there is other houses there, and each and every houses has the owner, that is the boss of the Rashi. Okay. Like a house lord. Okay. And they must deliver something, or they are showing us to deliver something to you in this life. Yes. If they are not happy, if they are in Maranakaraka Sthana, they don't have that much energy to deliver where they belongs to. For example, one of the person is coming from the 5th house, that is the Jupiter. Okay, 5th house is your intelligence, your emotion, your love, your purva punya. He cannot deliver that much because he is not happy to deliver.
No, my question is, so that I understand.
That means it's destroyed. That means the 5th house is completely destroying. He's destroying because he's not happy to deliver the 5th house result for you.
No. Yeah, okay. But you said about other houses as well, that they will also get destroyed because of the Maranakaraka Sthana's alignment. Did I misunderstand you or something?
No, no. If the third plan, take the Jupiter. Okay, I want to give up the Jupiter. I go for the Rahu. Take the Rahu. Okay, in the 9th house, he's not happy there. But Rahu must hold some energy from your chart. Yes. What kind of energy that you will give it to the Rahu? One is from the Karakatva. That is a different. From the Lagna, you need to see which house he belongs to.
Okay.
How do you see this one? Because he owns the, he's the co-partner with the Saturn in the Aquarius. Okay, let's say the Taurus Lagna. 10th house is the Aquarius, right?
Yeah.
That 10th house is your job, your fame, your society thing. Okay, if he go to the 9th house, that means he cannot deliver. He has something to deliver to your chart, like the 10th house things. He's not happy there. So he will take some of the part. I take the code lord. You need to look at the Sunny also, because Sunny is also code lord of the Aquarius. Okay, but I'm telling about the Rahu. Okay, and Rahu will take some of the. He cannot deliver fully from the 10th house. 10th house is the fame, honor, knees. Okay, these are the dignity. Your dignity will come from the 10th house. What you do to the society is from the 10th house. So he cannot deliver completely to you, because he's not happy. If you are traveling to the other country, if the Rahu is in the 9th house, okay, that Karakatva is that he will take you to the foreign country, but he will put you down there, that you need to work somewhere, dishwasher, or you need to take a garbages there. He will take your profession. Probably he will not have a very good teacher if he stays there, because the 9th house must be a prosper. 9th house is one of the good dharma houses, the best dharma houses. Whatever you do prayer, whatever you go for the temple, he will take everything. He will take, because he's not happy there.
Okay, so you're saying that because he is present in a Maranakaraka Sthana, he is not able to deliver the goods of his own house.
Yes, one point. The second point also, he will destroy that house also, where he is sitting there.
Wherever he is, that also he will destroy. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Okay, now we go for the 10th house. 10th house is the beautiful house. It's one of the topmost houses in the 12 houses. Okay, we come to the point, which is the least and which is the best one. 10th is the most best. Growth, profession, whatever you do. Profession is the thing what we do to the society. Okay. That is the profession. Okay, the growth, your growth, career, what kind of job that we will do, the karma. Here, the name, the karma is very important. The action that we do to the society, to do to ourselves. That's how you know how the people will look at me. One of them astrologer, one of them yogic master, one of them mantra shastra. Okay, these are the things that I have to the society. These major three things what I do to the society. Your fame comes from the 10th house, your honor, awards, your self-respect, dignity, needs. So the body part is needs. These are some of the qualities, some of this one society. This one you need to be separated when you look at the chart. Okay, I go for the 11th house. We know the where you will look at the younger one, younger siblings. Which house indicates the shows the younger siblings?
Third house.
Beautiful, beautiful. Then you need to count from the lagna, the 3 again. You need to minus it. 12, 1, 12, 11. 11th house is the elder Koban, your elder siblings, brother, sister. Your income, that is the gain that you are getting from your work. Look at the 10th from the 10th, 11th is the second house. Whatever you do to the society, you are getting some money. That is the income. Someone comes, okay, sir, I'm working very hard. I don't have a good income. Then you need to look at the 11th house, 11th lord, any aspects there, any planet aspects. And you can tell wherever the 11th lord goes, then you can tell that the money comes from that houses also. Gains. Okay, friends, ankles. The realization of hopes, that whatever hopes we have in our life, you will realize, okay, it is a good hope or bad hope. Otherwise, you will hope always, nothing is happening there. Okay, 11th house. Go for the 12th one. We talked about 12th house a little bit. Now, losses, expenditure, that what you spend money. The punishment also from the 12th house. If somebody is in the jail, okay, then you need to look at the 12th house. Hospitalization. We saw the 4th house is the mother. From the 4th house is the 12th house is the third house. Right? No. Should I go for the back chart to show this one? Already we talked about this one. How do you see the 12th houses? Okay, hospitalization, pleasure in bed. Somebody got married and they are not happy at all. You need to look at the planet placed in the 12th house. Misfortune, bad habits, sleep, meditation. Okay, the donation that you give it to the society. The secret enemies. Beautiful words. Secret enemies. You need to look at the 12th house to see if you have any secret enemies. Why 12th house is the secret enemy? And where is the enemy? Direct enemy. Where is the direct enemy? Where can you see the direct enemy?
6th house.
6th house.
From the 6th house, what is the 12th house?
House.
5th house.
From the 6th house, what is the 12th house? Count,
Fifth
count.
house.
Finger.
7th house.
7th house. What is the 7th house? What 7th house indicates?
Partner.
Ah, beautiful. Acha. Now the enemy's partner is the 12th house. That's how you need to look at the chart. Ah, I like the awakening here. Yeah, the secret enemies. Direct enemies is the 6th house. 7th house is the from the 7th. From there is the secret enemies. Okay. Mokshasthana, heaven. I said about the second house, right eye, and the left eye is the 12th house. Your feet. If someone goes away from the motherland, that's a foreign land. Okay, that is the 12th house. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful, beautiful. No one asked, sir, you didn't send the PDF from the last lesson. That means no one opened the mail.
No, she has mentioned that it will be sent today.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh, Harshini mentioned this one. Huh? I didn't get
Yeah.
the text from her. Okay. Thank you, Harshini ma. Okay, I thought, okay, well, no, because I didn't finish the I don't want to send off of PDF files. Okay, I want to save something and then send it. Okay. Now we have done the 12 houses. Now I go for the types of houses. It's also very important. No, yeah, all the chapters are very important. Okay, I have, I think 64 chapters or something here. Everything is important, but you need to, I will tell you which is, you need to read first, second and third. But these are the things I'm giving. 50th chapter is very important. All the houses that we were before, like 49th chapter is also important. That you need to put it in the first, you need to understand that in the first class. Okay, this is the types of houses. First house 1, 4, 7, 10. Remember this one. Say with me, 1, 4, 7, 10.
4, 7,
1,
10.
4, 7, 10.
Yes, go on. I didn't hear others. 1, 4, 7, 10.
1, 4, 7.
1, 4, 7.
Yes, you need to open the mouth because you are astrologer. You need to talk it out. Like you need to feel like Satish ji. 1, 4, 7, 10. Beautiful, Satish ji. Okay, that is called Kendra. Kendra is the pillar. You need to remember. Okay, you need to speak it out. You need to tell the number. You need to tell the houses, names, planet names. That is also one of the puja that you do to the astrology. Sun, Moon, Mars, Surya, Chandra, Angaraha. You need to speak it out. Okay, that means also at least that we are saying some planet names. We are praising the planets. Okay, 1, 4, 7, 10 is the Kendra houses. That is the pillar of that chart. Satish ji, can you mute, please? Satish ji, I'm hearing some noises from your side. Okay, thank you, Satish ji, thank you. Okay, 1, 4, 7, 10. These are the houses. That is the pillar of the chart. Pillar. Very important. 1, 4, 7, 10. And also, this house's names, other name is the Vishnu house, Vishnu Sthana. 1, 4, 7, 10 is the Vishnu Sthana pillar that sustains your energy there.
What does it mean? What does sustaining of energy mean?
If there is any malefics in 1, 4, 7, 10, for example, take the first house. Okay, first house, the Saturn. If the Saturn says, then he'll take away your body, main the body, intellectual things. So that is the one of the pillar for you. The 4th house is Sukhasthana. 7th house is your happiness, relationship. 10th house is your karma. These are the main things that you do to the society for yourself, for your mind, for your partner. That what you are, anything that someone is working with you, that's also running partner, a jacking partner, studying partner. And 10th house is your karma, your
You're
crown. And yeah, these
So
are
you're
the
saying that
houses.
they will stay. The energy will stay there.
These are the houses where you can look at the how strong it is to sustain your energy. Vishnu Sthana. So I made a chart here a little bit to understand. Okay, Rishabha, you everybody knows, I think so. You need to count from the house itself. That's very important. Okay, you cannot jump onto the second house. Okay, this is the Rishabha Rasi. This is Taurus, and if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, next to 4 is the Leo. You need to count from Leo itself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scorpio is the third one. Like that is the seventh house. From the Scorpio 1, 2, 3, 4. Aquarius is the 10th house. So 1, 4, 10 is called Kendra. That is the pillar of the houses. If the Lagna is the 1, then you need to go for the 4 and 7 and 10. These are the 1, 4, 10. The name of these places is called Kendra, the pillar of the chart. Mahavishnu rules over these 4 houses. 1, 4, 10. Then 159. Speak it out. 159.
159.
159.
159.
Yeah.
159.
It's called Trikona. Trikona. Kona is triangle. 3 is the 3, number 3. Okay. Trikona. Triangle. The train houses. It's called Dharma houses or Mahalakshmi Sthana. We saw Mahavishnu, that pillar. The Mahavishnu is the blessing, the energy. It's called Dharma. We saw the Dharma. 9th house is the Dharma. Is it? First house also Dharma. That's what you do. 5th house also Dharma. 9th house also Dharma. And this one is called Dharma Trikona. Dharma Trikona. The name is here. Trikona is already I said. Dharma is here also. That you need to combine these two words. Dharma Trikona. The 3 houses also Lakshmi houses. Very important. Okay. And same houses. I took it here. The first house again. Okay, there is some noises behind. Please mute your mic. Okay. Taurus is the first house. Then if you count from the Taurus, 1, Gemini 2, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo is the 5th house. And if you count from the Virgo, the Capricorn is the 5th house. So 1, 5, 10, 159. 159 houses. Okay. It's called Dharma Trikona. Trikona houses. Trikona, very important. Kendra and Kona is a very important houses. That are the blessings that we are getting from the divine or from your past. I go for the Upachaya, the house of growth. If someone wants to grow or something wants to grow, then you need to look at the house in Prashna also in your natal chart. 3, 6, 11, and 10. 3, third house, that you need a courage, you need a discipline, you need to work something, and you need to gain. That is the Upachaya houses. The name of the 3, 6, 10, and 11 are called Upachaya houses. Upachaya. House of growth. Okay, I'm going to change the house. 6, 8, 12. Speak it out. 6, 8, 12.
6, 8, and 12.
This is not, yeah, Dustana. Very, very bad houses, negative factors, negative houses. 6th house, Runa, Roga, Chatru. 6th house shows our disease, our enemies, our debts. 8th house shows our death itself. 12th house is the losses. There is no planet aspects 6, 8, 12. You need to remember this one. No planet aspects the 6, 8, and 12th houses.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that let's say there is
Sorry,
a planet.
I made a mistake. Mars is aspecting the 8th house. Mars is aspecting the 8th house. 6 and 12.
Yeah.
Dustanas. Okay. 6 and 6, 8, 12. We need to, when you are looking at the chart, you need to look at the Dustanas and Dustana planet because they are carrying that energy. 6th Lord from your Lagna is carrying the Runa, Roga, Chatru. He is carrying your enemy. He is carrying the disease and the debts. So you need to look where he is carrying over. He's sitting over there itself in the 6th house or is going to the 10th house, then the energy changes. So we are named this one 6, 8, 12. You need to remember. Okay. Then the house is 2, 5, 8, 11. It's called Pana Parasthana. The Panam in the Tamil, it came from here. Also the para in Sanskrit also it came from this one, Panaparasthana. Second house, we know the wealth. Yes. The fifth house is the Purva Punya, what you have got from the past life. Eighth house, look at this guy, where he is there. Inheritance. Unearthed properties, the gold or mining, something, okay, whatever you got. The lottery ticket. Eighth house. 2, 5, 8 house. Okay, then 11th house is your gain. This houses is called Panapara Sthana. Sthana is the houses. Okay, Sthana means houses. Panapara Sthanam. In olden days, Panapara, the olden days, the copper coin, they name the copper. Usually they use the copper coins. Okay, the gold, silver, and copper. Usually, like what we are using, it's a notes paper. Poor people use the 10 rupees notes, and the rich man uses the golden credit cards or the paper itself, the dollars. Okay, and olden days they were using the gold coin. The gold coin that what they were using it, the gold coin name, the silver coin name is the Panapara. Panapara. Okay. So many years, many millions that we are using the exchange of the money. 3, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. This is called apoklima. Where you will spend the money. If you want to growth, that's the third house we saw already, okay? Then you need to spend money on the growth. So third house here. Sixth house. If you have debts that you need to spend money towards the debts, that is the sixth house. The ninth house, what you will spend there in the ninth house?
For higher studies,
Yeah.
for learnings, then
You surrender to your teacher. That is the ninth house.
teacher,
Yeah,
yes.
you surrender there. That is the most expensive thing that we do, and we are not intended to do that one to our teachers. We are trying to pull his leg down. Ninth house is the teacher. Okay, that we are most expensive things in our like our body, our ego. Like the ego, I said it's our body. Okay, that we have name and everything. That is that we are going to surrender to ninth house. 12th house we know already. It's a expenditures of apoklima. Here comes the important part. The second and seventh house known as the Maraka houses. The house itself gives the Maraka, that it kills you. That is the second and seventh house. That is the second and seventh house is the Maraka houses. That's
What
why.
about the 3? Sorry.
Yeah, go on, man. Go on, please.
What about 3 and 8? 3 also they say the reason for death.
That is
8
not
also.
that is not the Maraka house. The eighth house is called the Ayul Sthana. If you go for the houses that I gave it to you, eighth house is the Ayul Sthana. And you need to look how strong you are. That is because the death is coming there. Because that's 2 and 7. I'm come to that point. Okay, 2 and 7 is the Maraka. Remember this one. Who wants to kill you? That house wants to kill you. That means that is the house wants to kill you. That means that's the who owns that house. Who is the boss of that house? Who's the owner of that house? That planet wants to kill you. No matter it's a Mercury or Jupiter. Okay, now I go for the questions. Seventh house is the Maraka that he wants. Seventh house wants to kill you. I said already. Okay, who will kill? The wife will kill you, or husband will kill you. Okay, is it right? We saw this little story about. I said this one before. Yes. No, don't know. No one remembers this one. Shashank ji.
Seventh house is your other partner,
It's
right? Like,
samsara.
yeah,
Samsara. Yeah, exactly, Sashank. This is
Samsara.
the word I'm looking for. It. Samsara. Okay. Samsaram, that means saram. Okay. This is electricity. Samsara is electricity. Okay. That kills you. Okay. Second house is also killing you. That's we saw. Second, take the seventh house. And we take these points, 2 and 7. Take this house. Okay. If you put the second house from the seventh house, what is that house? From the seventh house, if you take the seventh house,
Is eighth.
eighth house. So eighth house is the killer for the second house, seventh house. That means eighth house wants to give the life for you. That is called Ayulsthana. Got it, Vijiji?
Yes. So
Wait. I didn't finish
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Must listen. Okay, Mercury needs to have a passion little bit. Okay, we come to the third house. Second house is the Maraka. Yes.
Yes.
From the second to second is the third house. From the second to the second house. Like if you take the second house as the first house, second is the third house. Right? I'm right. So third house is the killer
Yes.
of the second house. This is one way you look at this one. There is other way. It's called a bhavad bhavam. You take one bhava and you go. Bhava means house here. Bhava means house. You take one house, whatever house there, and you need to count from that one. Also, that's called a bhavad bhavam. I don't want to come here because it's for higher studies. But take the house, eighth house. It will kill the seventh house. Okay. That means you need to take the other 8 house from the 8th house. That means 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 5 here and 1, 12. 1, 2, 3, 8 here. Okay. 8 and 3 also the life giver. That's the Ayulsthana. You need to look at that 8th and 3rd house also, how long they will be on this planet. Vijay ma'am, you got it?
Yes. So 2 and 7 are the killer, but 3 and 8 are the longevity.
Longevity. Right? Yes.
Longevity.
Ayulsthana,
Okay.
Longevity.
So
why
it
they are
also depends on
why they are longevity?
So
why?
Because the Bhavad Bhavam of 8 is, as you said, it is 3.
No. First one 8. You need to answer the 8. Okay. That means he is the killer of the 7th house. That house will kill the 7th house.
Of 7.
Not the he. That the house will kill the 7th house. Because we saw the 2nd and 7th is the killers, the houses. Okay. The Maraka houses. And if you go for the 7th house, it will kill. And you need to look who will kill this house. That is the 2nd house from the 7th house. That is the 8th house. That means that 8th house will give the longevity for you. And you come to the 2nd house. You need to look at who will kill this house. That is the 2nd house from the 2nd house. That is the 3rd house.
Right. So the 8th house is the longevity. So longevity is killed by 7th house. Correct?
No. 7th house killed by the 8th house. That is the longevity.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Like 7th house is killed by the 8th house.
Exactly.
Mm.
Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
The Maraka houses. Okay.
Shamaji,
please go on.
When you mention about killing, is it neutralizing?
No. Killing itself.
Killing itself.
Yes. We born here. Okay. Somewhere we need to go away. To leave this planet. Okay. That is not that we are not neutralizing here. That means our body is apart from our soul. That is killing completely. It's done. It's finishing. The chapter is done.
That means it's fatal. Okay, I understand. Acha.
Not fatal. It's fatal is different. Maybe you can sleep very smoothly and you can pass away also.
Okay.
Fatal, you need to look at the 6th house. That's an accident.
Acha.
It's a death.
But this slide says it deals with 2nd and the 7th deal with
the matter of with the fatal here means the death.
Okay.
Okay, I go for the slides.
I have one more question on this. So if if in a house, the second and the seventh, both are going to be the killer, right?
Yeah,
Then is it always both the planets are going to be a killer, or it's only one will be acting as a killer?
both planet. If you take the Aries ascendant, okay, who is the second and seventh?
Taurus, so Venus, and the seventh is also Venus.
Whenever the Venus periods come to their life, definitely he will bring the fatal time into their life.
Okay. So also for the Taurus, where we have, especially for Aries, I understand, because
Any
Venus is not,
example, give the examples. You take any lagna, we go from the
I will
lagna.
take my lagna itself, like Taurus. Now Mercury and Mars,
Yeah.
right? So
Who is the
both
most fatal?
Mars.
Why?
Mars,
Why?
because it's an enemy planet for Taurus ascendant. Venus is not in, I know Venus has its own friends, right? Like Mercury, Venus, Saturn, they are all in one group, correct?
One is the
Rahu.
second, okay, one is the second house. You need to take that one also. One is the seventh house. Okay. Mars holds seventh house and the 12th house.
Yes.
The two houses are very bad houses. And you look at the Mercury. He holds the second house and the Mahalakshmi Sthana, fifth house. Okay. Then more fatal planet is the time will come when the time crosses you. The Mars is the most fatal for you.
Okay. Mars time. Okay.
Okay, got it. Now every human beings, like all the human beings, must have four things in our Hindu Dharma. You know what are the four human pursuit here?
So one second. Sorry, before we go into this, so I just wanted some clarity the way that I'm understanding these houses. So let's say somebody wants to buy a car. Okay.
Okay.
So there is a car.
Okay.
Okay. The ability to buy the car, whichever house it is, I don't remember which house the car is. I think it is the fifth house.
No, car is fourth house.
Fourth house. Okay, fourth house. So from the fourth house, let's say for the car, the fourth house becomes the self reference point.
Yeah.
Now, from the fourth house, the first, fourth, seventh, and the 10th, the Kendra Sthanas are those that give the person the ability to buy that car. The car's sustenance comes from those houses. Is it?
No. Shashankji, put it very clean. Okay, don't make it web in your mind. Okay, the car you need to buy a car. What you need? It's very simple. Money you need to buy the car. You need a money. That's one thing. Okay.
No. So in order to buy a car, first I need to think about buying a car. That is the self. Which is the first house.
Okay.
In order to buy the car, I need to, I need money, which is the fourth house.
No, money is the second house, and gain is the 11th house. You need have extra money to buy the car. That is from the 11th house.
So fourth house is the house for
car itself.
Oh no, I'm talking about the person, and then I'll speak about the car.
Okay, fourth house is the car. First house is the person.
Sorry?
First house is the person. Fourth house is the car.
Seventh house is the support that you get from the people around you to buy the car, or the users, or
no. That's a different thing. No. You are bringing 147 into this car matter. Now 147 is the pillar for your life. That means they will take care of your life. They want to sustain your life. If you want to sustain your car, you need to look at the fourth house, then seventh house, 10th house, and first house, because you need to give the maintenance. That is the karma that you need to get. You take a car as a man.
Okay, exactly. That's exactly what I'm.
Okay, got it. You take a car as a man.
Yeah.
Then self,
then-
what is the self is that you that's a karma. The car needs some karma to do.
Hmm.
That is you
Hmm.
to sustain this car.
Hmm.
Seventh house, long journey.
Hmm.
That is the fourth house from this one. Sukhasthana. Who is getting sukha? Car is not getting any sukha. The person who is driving this getting sukha, because if you put the car is not the man at all.
Yeah.
Okay, it is something that you are, someone is using that one.
Okay.
And if you want to look at the car's life, how long it will survive,
Hmm.
then it's the fifth house and the fifth house and the 10th house.
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
the maraka for that house.
Yeah.
And third house is the expenditure, what you will spend to this one. And if you want to look at the age, how like 5 years, 10 years, then is the sixth house.
Okay. So all these types of houses,
Yeah.
in one way or another, they are telling you what are the foundations for the issue from the Kendra Sthanas.
Kendra sthanas.
From the Trikonas, they are telling you the
Blessings.
good things, the blessings.
Mhm.
In the Upachayas,
The growth.
Upachayas are telling you how they will grow, evolve.
Yeah.
The Dusthanas are telling you what are the debilitating factors, the negative factors,
Yeah.
the enemies basically.
Yeah.
The
No, each and every houses hold some special quality. So one is the enemy or accident is the sixth house. If somebody is stolen from you, then you need to look at, because it was there yesterday, now today that something has happened to that car. That is the eighth house. 12th house, that you are spending money.
So the nature of the negative factor changes from
yes,
house to
yes, yes.
But all three are the same. All three are negative factors, but the nature of the negative factor will change.
Differs, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the Panaparas will tell you
the growth, the Panapara is the income, that what it will, for example, if you have the taxi stand,
whatever that car will do for you.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have a taxi stand, or if you have a lorry.
The Apoklimas will give you the sustenance that is needed to sustain that issue or car.
Yes.
And the Marakas will tell you the factors that will take away that from you.
Exactly.
Okay, so for any particular issue, if you look at these houses from these standpoints,
you will get the answer.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Everyone understands the beautiful analogy from the Shashankji here?
Yeah. Thank you, Sasanji.
Okay, we go for the Purusharthas. I think everybody is silenced right now. Okay. I think let's see. Okay, natural of the houses. Oh, okay. Only 2 slides. Okay, I try to finish it. And then there is a nakshatra. Okay. Purusharthas. In the human, we are a human. Okay, then we have something to do on this planet. Okay, we have 4 Purushas: Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. That's it. What is Dharma? That we have righteousness to do. The Artha, we need to get some money. The Kama, we have some desire. Moksha, that we need to give everything away. That is a moksha. Okay, and these houses are indicates 1, 5, 9 as Dharma houses. It's called a Dharma Trikona. 1, 5, 9 is the Dharma Trikona. Mahalakshmi Sthana. Okay, Artha, the money, where you will get the money, the second house, that is the resources that what we have from our parents or from family, that is the second house. Sixth house, that you need to put work, hard work there. Second house, sixth house is the hard work. A discipline and hard work is the sixth house. 10th house, that what you do to the society, exactly the karma that what you do to the societies are, because we are getting some money there. Sixth house. Sorry, 10th house, 10th. 2, 6, 10. It's called Artha Trikona. These are the Trikonas. If you count from the 2, 6 will be the 5th house. From the 6th, 10th will be the 5th house. That's why it's a Trikona, triangle. Always these houses are triangle. 1, 5, 9 is triangle. 2, 6, 10 is triangle. At Kama Trikona, Kama. The third house is the subconscious house. If someone comes to you to see, look at you, what kind of Kama, you can tell immediately looking at the chart. The third chart are there is a lot of mathematical calculation to see. Okay, now just write it down. This one, Kama Trikona 3, 7, 11. 3, 7, 11
So
is that.
third house is subconscious, you said?
Yes.
Third house is a subconscious, you said. Eighth, is it not the eighth house?
No.
Conscious?
No. Eighth
All your
house.
past life energies are in third or eighth?
There is no past life energy from the third and eighth. It's a puro punya. Whatever the deeds you have done, good thing is from the fifth house. The past life, if you want to look at the past life from the ninth house. We have subconscious mind, super conscious, four conscious. Okay, that what you are looking in front of you, there is one kind of consciously looking. And when you are meditating, then you are going deeper there. And when we are sleeping, that's a dream, is a 12th house. Just write it down, Kama. Okay, there is a lot of story behind this one, Kama.
Okay.
3, 7, 11. Okay, moksha is 4, 8, 12. Moksha fourth is the Sukhasthana that already I said about Patanjali. You need to be happy to get moksha. People are running behind the moksha because they are not happy. They never get moksha there. Okay, the moksha, first you need to be very, very happy. That's a peace of mind from the fourth house, where you are accumulating, where it's growing at the eighth house, that is occult knowledge, that's a deep meditation. Then the 12th house is the moksha, that last you give up everything. So dharma, artha, kama, moksha, you see from these houses. These are the four main purusharthas, the human things. It's a value. Our value system comes from the dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. You must have dharma, that righteousness. You must have the artha. We need to earn something. Kama, you must have. That is very important. You must have some desires. Moksha, then you give up everything. Okay, I go for the last one. We saw the 12 houses, and here is the house which is the most predominant houses here. Two and 12 I call the neutral houses. They are not strong enough. 2 and 12. Okay, 2 and 12 is the neutral houses. They are not strong enough. And 5 and 9 is okay. And comes the bad houses, 3, 6, 11, 8. And pillar comes 1, 4, 7, 10. So 10th house, compare with any other houses. 10th house is the most important house, because this bhumi, the earth, we call this bhumi in our Hindu philosophy, Hindu dharma, is karma bhumi. You can touch something physically. That's what we have the blessings from the God. You can touch something. It's called karma bhumi. This bhumi is called karma bhumi. That's why the 10th house is the predominant important house in the chart. And the 10th house is the strongest house in the all other houses. You need to look. We already saw the Kendra 1410 and Kona 159. If they are in the Durstana 6, 8, 12, then you need to look at the chart deeply. Okay, there is something is not good for the chart.
So which house is the most malefic, or which is
Look at this one. Look at the slide. 8th house.
eighth house? So it says 10th is the most influential.
Look at the house. 2 is the least one, and then you need to give the points 12, 5, 9, 3, 6, 11, 8, and 1, 4, 7, 10.
Oh, so sorry. So this is the ascending.
Ascendant way, yeah.
Ascending strength order. So
Yes.
second is the least, highest is the 10th.
10th.
Okay. Let me
So
make
2 is the least, 12th next, then 5th, 9th. So more 3, 6. Okay.
Who is the most malefic here? 8th house is the most malefic.
How are you saying that it is most malefic? Because the natural strength of the house has been mentioned in the book like 2. So strength is least strength is the second, right? After that,
Yeah.
it is little better is the 12th one.
Yeah,
So fifth
8.
is
Look
okay.
at the Dustanas. 6, 8, 12.
6, 8, 12.
Yeah, then 8. Where is the 8?
Yeah, 8th is the most strongest. So it is at the last.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the most malefic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then, okay. Right. Not even 6th, right? 8th is the
No.
most malefic.
Yes. Okay, I think I'm done. If you have any questions, we can go on. Can I close the? Can I stop sharing?
No. 1 second.
Okay, please take your time. Please take your time. And I was predicting about Pondicherry election last month ago, like 1 month ago, I think so, last month, and it came true by God grace. And I have made Prashna for the Tamil Nadu also, who will win the election. And if you want to know all these techniques, you must have a skilled or master on this, all the slides that I have shown to you, all the chapters.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, ma'am, go on, please.
So what is the role of Kuligan in our chart?
Gulikan and Mandi. Mandi brings the dead spirit. If you look at the chart, okay, and Gulikan and Mandi, there is a 2 reference, and the small the sun from the Mandi is from the Saturn. Gulikan from the Jupiter. Okay, and there is a story about this Saturn and Gulikan and Mandi. Okay, everybody was arrested in the Subramanya time, the Lord Subramanya. Okay, and even Saturn is got arrested because of the, who is the Asura? Tarakasura Samharine Namaha. Subramanya killed the
Yes,
Tarahasura, one Tarahasura. Okay, he brought all the planets together and put it into the prison. Okay, what they have decided, okay, if they have any energy to go out, and then the Jupiter's energy came out, it's a Gulikan. So he went from the jail and he made the one of the Muhurta to kill them. Whatever you do the Karya on the Gulikan time, when the Gulika comes, like Rahu Kala and Yamakanda and Gulika, the Gulika times it will multiples. Main secret, write it down, ma'am. These are the beautiful secret that I'm giving to Gulika multiples.
Okay.
So if I do any good activities, by the time it will multiply.
That you need to look at all Panjangas. Definitely it will multiply. It will multiply. Definitely it will multiply. Okay, that's why in India, if there is a dead body, and they will not take the dead body on the Gulikan time. Anyone knows this one?
Don't know, sir.
Take a note. If the dead body, okay, needs to be take it and buried, or what you call this one, buried or buried, both, huh? Burying is cremation. Okay. Erike வைக்கிறது cremation. What is the cremation? Cremation. Okay. They cannot take the dead body. Very important muhurta. They look for the Gulika. Why they are looking for the Gulika? Because they don't want to multiply the dead body in their house. Mandi shows the spirit. If you put the prashna and if you are looking for the any spirits, the Mandi will indicate the spirit or bad things. Any questions?
So Mandi.
Mandi, spirit, dead bodies, the energy of the dead body, the spirit, we call the spirits.
Oh, okay. So maybe you can explain a little bit about how to, the basic principles of how to look at a house and look at planets that are spread around in a chart.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make.
I have planned 2 classes to open the chart and just read it from the basic things. I'm not going for the deeper thing. Okay, from the basic, whatever I thought here, we will take the points from the classes and then we talk about this. Okay, and I think so. I think if everyone agrees that we can go for 1 or 2 classes, extra classes.
Yeah, agreed.
Yes, sir.
So I have a question here. So the Lagna. So I belong to Tula Rasi, Chitta Nakshatra Muda. Okay. So by that logic, I am a Tula Rasi person, but my Lagna is Dhanur Lagna.
Okay.
Now, so so myself is Dhanur Lagna.
Okay.
And what is the Rasi then? What does the Rasi do, Tula Rasi?
The mind is the Tula Rasi. The moon is there. Okay, your mind is in the 7th, balanced. What is Tula does? And from the Lagna is the 8th lord in the 11th house. So he is not in the Tula Rasi also, but he is carrying the energy from the 8th house.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
No, he is not in the Tula. He is not only in the Tula Rasi. That the planet he shows he is carrying the energy from the 8th house. The 8th house in the 11th.
Yeah,
so
he is the 8th house.
Yeah, 8th house lord in the 11th house. There is a there is a no dosha for the 8th house if it is fall in the Dhanus and Capricorn. For the moon and sun, they don't carry the 8th house thing. It's not bad. What I'm meaning is it's not bad because there is a rules there that you cannot don't want to take the 8th house as a moon and sun if they fall in the 8th house. For your example, he's a 8th lord, so he will not do that much harm in the incoming things. That's what I try to say here. There is a rule there for the moon, for the moon and sun.
Okay, so you're saying that so the Rasi that I belong to is from the Chandra, and because it is in Tula Rasi, that is why I'm Tula Rasi.
Yes.
He is actually at that time in the Chitta Nakshatra and Muda Pada, so that is why it is like this.
Yes.
And because he is the 8th lord, he also brings the properties of the 8th house into the 11th house.
Exactly. Yes. Where is the 2nd house lord? Where is the Saturn?
Oh, Saturn is in my Lagna.
Good. Where is the 5th house lord?
5th house is Aries, right?
Who is the where is the Mars?
Mars is in my 7th house.
Mars is in your 7th house. Beautiful. Okay. He's aspecting your Lagna. That is one good sign. Okay. And also he's aspecting the 2nd house. Try the lottery and tell me.
I don't win anything like that.
You tried it, but maybe you need to look at the Dasha period which is running for it. Because I said 2, 5, 11, 8, 11 is the Panaparasthana. Okay, usually I don't give this kind of idea. You need to try your houses, how it works for you.
Okay. But the problem is so the one main issue is I have the Kujadosha.
Yeah.
Right.
But we can come to that point. Okay, you need to look at there is a nullification that you can nullify the energy from that one also. There is a 5 or 6 rules to look at into the Guja doshas. I think more than 6.
Okay. So anyways, so Lagnadipati. Okay.
Where is the Jupiter? Where is the Lagna Lord?
Oh, my Lagna is in 6th house.
Lagna
And
Lord is in the
Jupiter is
6th house. Where is the 6th Lord? Where is the Venus?
Venus is in the 5th house.
Okay, Venus is in the 5th house. Where is the Sun? Sun is in the Aries, huh?
Sun is also in the Aries, yeah.
Okay, Sun is in the Aries. Sun and Venus in the Aries. 6th and
Sun,
11th.
Venus, and even Mercury is also in Aries.
Aries.
5th house.
Okay, you need to try the lottery G. And you need to look at the, you need to, no, listen. You need to look at the period which is you are running. And there is a lot of things when you need to buy everything, because everything is connected. 9th house is connected, 11th house is connected. They are expecting the 11th house, 5th house is connected. There is a parivardhana between the 7th and 5th house. That is the Mars and Mercury. So it's a one dosha is not nullified there. Okay, the Jupiter is in the 6th house. Okay,
6th house.
okay, that's good. That's for 6th house. Okay, usually you will not have any enemy.
I am usually very forgiving as a person. I let go. Even so many people did so many things. But
where is your Aruda Lagna? Okay, I will tell from the 6th house is the 6th house, 11th house is your Aruda Lagna. 11th house is the Aruda Lagna. Okay, 2nd house from the 6th is okay, but you will keep a grudge on them. You will have huge anger, but you don't take decision.
So that is true.
When it triggers in your mind, it will not go away until you are lost birth. From your childhood, you keep the enemies in your mind. This is where the Aruda, this is Aruda Lagna, where it plays from the Jayamani, not from the Prashna.
Yeah, so I let go, but I don't forgive. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's what I said too. Because why you are letting it go? Where you see there is a lot of techniques. If this person is a yogi or not, or this person is a soft character, or how do you look at the chart and then tell that person, okay, for example, matchmaking. These are the things that you need to look very deeply. Not only the thumb rule of 10 rules. If you go for internet, they have the thumb rule of matchmaking. Okay, if this nakshatra and the it doesn't go well, because there is a lot of things to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so we come to the point. I need 1 or 2. I'm not giving away. One session is minimum. I try to take one section as extra section. The second one, I don't know, if it depends upon my other classes. Okay, but definitely there is one extra session for us. But tomorrow, like next section will be the introduction about the nakshatras. Very, very fast and very quick. We go there because it's so far from us nakshatra. Then I want to go for the chart reading. Is it okay for to go for the chart reading? Like, okay, you look at the chart and you need to apply the principles there.
Okay.
So when you're looking at the house, So when you're looking at so when we spoke about in the last spoke about my chart in the last couple of minutes, what you asked is depending on the issue, you asked about the planets that are present in that house
and
also the house lord where he's present.
Yes.
And you also are looking at what are the other planets that are aspecting that house.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm understanding is, so from the house standpoint, sorry, no, not from the house. So, but how do you come to the point of a planet aspecting the house? So there is one, so I see two ways here. One is you can make the house the point of reference and see the third, especially the seventh house lord. Sorry, yeah, the seventh house lord will always aspect, right? Or yeah, sorry, sorry, there are three things that are coming to my mind right now. So I want to know how my bhava is being influenced. Let's say that is the basic question that I'm trying to understand. Bhava is nothing but the house, right?
Yes.
Now let's say for that I am looking at the seventh house, and
Okay.
that seventh house right now has Kuja in it.
Okay.
Now, for the seventh house, Kuja Mangala is Marana Karakasthana.
Okay.
One. I want to know who else and how else is my bhava, my seventh house being influenced. So from the seventh house, do I look at seventh house or third house or whatever houses the planets usually aspect, or from the first house in itself, I look at it?
If the house is empty, there is no sound at all there. Okay. You need to leave that house. If there is any planet inside, that there must be some energy there, because they are the moving energy. Okay, there is what we call this one is that, like, I'm moving, I have some energy with me, that physical energy, that okay, planets have some physical energy. So the Mars has some energy to bring it into the seventh house. That means the Purva Punya from the seventh house, from the 12th house is the seventh house. So how do you see there is a karma connected there? The 12th house energy is there in the seventh house, and the 5th house energy is there in the seventh house. Okay, and he's a Mars. Mars is little bit aggressive, harsh person, hot, and he's in the communication, and he's in the Mithuna Rasi. Mithuna is where there is a union happening there. 12th house shows the union. 5th house shows the romance. Probably you have done some bad karma in your previous life towards the 7th house, towards your partnership.
Okay, I think I got the gist of it, but sorry again, I have to ask you this question. So let's say I'm still looking at my seventh house. So seventh house, from the seventh house, the seventh house is the first house for me, right?
No, 7th house is the 7th house for you. 7th house is the first house for your partnership.
No, seventh. So seventh house from the seventh house.
That is you.
That is me.
Yeah.
So whatever is present in that house will influence the seventh house, right?
All the planets, yeah, all the planets aspect the 7th house. So if the planet in the first house, then it will they have the influence in the 7th house. If there is any planet in the 7th house, they have the influence on the first house.
Okay, now another question is, now will the Bhavadipati, even if he is not present in the 7th house, will he influence the 7th house, my
Yes.
7th house?
Yes.
Okay, so you are
Your
saying
7th house, definitely yes. So why? Definitely I said yes, because your 7th house and the 5th house lord, they have exchanged their houses.
okay, one second. So my 7th house is Mars, first house is
Shashanki,
Saturn.
what we will do is, instead of talking in this way, we will put your chart on the class. Okay, you will share your chart.
No, I don't want that.
Okay, you don't want to look at your chart, because this will not help for the others. You and me only, we are talking here to understand. Our students, our
Okay.
classmates, they will not understand at all. They cannot see even the houses in their mind.
Okay, all right.
Hmm.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay. Thank you very
Ji,
much
I
for.
have a question.
Yes, go on, please.
Sorry.
Please go on, Ji.
Sorry, Ji. Two questions. Okay. One is that I want to understand about the Bhava Chalitam, where your Bhava Chalitam, how the role of Bhava Chalitam. Maybe we can discuss in next session also, because your time is also precious.
I'm
So
not
next
going
is
to discuss about Bhava Chalitam
Bhava
unless
Chalitam.
the people will understand, our students will understand, our classmates will understand about the Bhavas. then only we go for the Bhava Chalitam. Bhava Chalitam is nothing but if you take the Bhava as a center point, if you take the Lagna is in the 15 degree, okay, that we have 30 degrees in the Rasi chart. I try to explain you very little, okay. Try to take the Lagna, whatever degree it is. From that degree to the 30 degree is one Bhava. That's how the Bhava Chalitam works. So you need to put all the planets
Yes.
inside the Bhava Chalitam.
Right. So that basic thing we understood, but how if the planets move towards?
If you look at, yeah, if you look at,
left or right?
no, if you look, you ask the question now.
Yes.
If you look at the 9th house in the Rasi chart, if somebody is in the 9th house, in the Bhava Chalitam is in the 8th house, that planet will act as a in the 8th house. That is what the Bhava Chalitam will say all about.
So, but actually, it has to do the role of both, right? Eighth
No, it
and
will
ninth.
not. It will not do the 9th house. It will not do, even though it has looking at if it is in the 9th house in the Rasi chart, if it is a Bhava Chalitam, it's in the 8th house, then he will do as he will act as a 8th house lord. He is in the place lord in the 8th house.
Super. Then another thing is, second question is on about, I forgot the question actually. One was about Bhava Chalitam and other I forgot. Maybe if I remember, we'll ask in the next.
Please text it or mail to me. Okay, it's getting late because the people,
Ashtaka Varga. Yes, Ashtaka Varga.
you need to learn it yourself, not in this class. Maybe and if I take it in the future class, you can come and join and we talk about Ashtaka Varga.
Of course, but just one line answer is the role of Ashtaka Varga very important or it is moderate?
To look at the planets reference, how strong they are in your chart, is Ashtaka Varga points is helping us.
Helping us. Okay. Okay, Ji.
Thank you very much, Vijayan. Thank you very much for everyone. And next, this session is done about the planets, and Nakshatra will be taken in the next classes. Okay, I will send all the PDF to you, and I'm going to take one more extra classes, and the chart analysis will be there. Okay, please don't bring your chart. Okay, please don't bring your chart. Someone's chart, I have my own chart to see how you need to look. I'm sure that you will not understand anything, but this is how it starts, okay? And ask Shashankji, ask the Vijiji how they are. This is how they started in many years ago. I'm sure this class will help them also to understand the basic things to start their new journey. Okay, so we are going to meet on the next week. I will send this PDF, and nobody asked about what happened. How do I made the chart reading for the elections. Okay, next class we will discuss about this one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharmaji.
Thank you, Shashank. Thank you.